Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review of the 44mm Panerai white dial submersible QuarantaQuattro PAM01595, or simply the 1595 Bianco. Special thanks to Artem Straps for sending me a couple of straps to show you with this. Visit artemstraps.com for a great selection of sailcloth, nylon, and premium FKM rubber straps. I'll post a link in the description, and now, on to the unboxing. Panerai's gone with smaller packaging than the large wooden or plastic boxes of previous generations. They now arrive with this smaller outer cardboard box. Opening that box reveals the instruction manual along with the warranty card. And just a heads up, registering the warranty extends it up to 7 years. The main packaging is this square blue box with Panerai printed in gray. Sliding off the top reveals the blue travel case, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. The front flap of the box is secured with a light magnet, and it pulls open to reveal a ribbon that you pull to access the slide-out section with accessories. Now, instead of the old Velcro straps, Panerai now includes these green canvas straps with leather backing. They include the strap changing tool that pulls apart in 2 halves, which I'll show you how to use. And they include the screwdriver to easily swap the buckle to different straps. The main compartment has this really nice travel case. It's got 2 polished steel Panerai logos on the sides, and it's got the Panerai logo engraved on the bottom. The case internally flips open to reveal your watch, and it arrives with a plastic bezel protector for when you store it. Around 5 or 6 years ago, Panerai made a questionable and controversial decision of removing the hacking second hand from newer models they were releasing without announcing it. They didn't change the movement name or reference number, and for a while they initially didn't even change the instruction manual on this. It left new customers justifiably confused, thinking something was wrong with their movements. Panerai adjusted the manuals, confirming this was normal on those newer models. A lot of people complained about the change, and now 5 years later, after watching recent releases of new and updated models, it shows Panerai's listening. The 1595 is part of the newer, quietly released and updated 44mm submersibles. This version is replaced at 1226. The single only thing updated was adding the hacking second hand back to the movement. As Panerai has rolled out some newer models like the newer 44mm submersibles, they went back to their Italian heritage naming with QuarantaQuattro for the 44mm size and Bianco for the white dial. Panerai is one of my favorite brands, primarily for the distinct, unmistakable look. The unique designs with the thick cushion case and signature U-shaped crown guard with large dials that make it instantly recognizable. There are many different models from Panerai. Some have complications, size differences, materials, and colors, but they primarily remain true to their original design heritage. One big appeal to Panerai is the straps and how easy it is to change them out. This also brought many talented strap makers to the market. Panerai takes pride in the history of the brand, and with the original Radiomir developed by Giuseppe Panerai's contract with the Italian Royal Navy to make a watch easy to read in deepwater diving, the submersibles honor these divers, displaying them riding the underwater assault vehicle that looked like torpedoes to enemy submarines to plant explosives. In the 1950s, Panerai developed the innovative and recognizable crown guard. In the early 90s, Panerai began to market watches to the public, starting the cult following. Panerai used edit-based movements for years and later moved on to in-house movements. This 1595 uses the in-house P.900 movement. There are currently 4 model types of Panerai: Submersible, which is their more robust diver line, the traditional Luminor, the Duet, which is priced and sized for a market that prefers a smaller size luxury watch, and the Radiomir with the wire lugs and large size crown. 44mm is ideal for many. The lug-to-lug makes these watches very wrist-friendly, and you'll often hear Panerai as the big watch that wears small. The 1595 white dial looks clean, and it's a great contrast to my 1312. The white dial is very legible with the black hands and markers never getting lost in the dial. The 1595 features a slightly domed sapphire glass with anti-reflective coating. Under the crystal is a matte white dial with a matching date wheel in white with black print at the 3 o'clock position, and the small matching black seconds hand in a sub-dial at the 9 o'clock position. The dial shows 2 lines below the 12 o'clock markers showing Panerai Submersible, and 2 lines above the 6 o'clock marker showing automatic and the 300-meter water resistance in black print. The 1595 has raised pill-shaped black markers at the 12 o'clock and round markers around the dial filled with a thick application of lume. I especially enjoy the industrial look of this brushed steel bezel with the high-polished steel bit inserts which highlights the timing markers. It's got a lume-filled pip at the 12 o'clock. It's a thick steel coin-edge 60-click unidirectional bezel that's easy to grip and has a nice firm action when you rotate it with a great smooth clicking tactile feedback as a quality solid dive watch should have. One thing Panerai is known for is lume. The thick lume application in the markers and bezel pip results in a very bright full lume that stands out as one of the best. As you can see, the lume is green on the markers, second and hour hands, and they use blue lume on the minute hand and 12 o'clock pip, which makes it easier to track dives. The 1595 is designed with the 1950 style case. The 1595 features a U-shaped crown guard. To me, this is better than a screw-down crown with the possibility of cross-threading while screwing the crown in. The crown has a lever that, closing it, pushes the crown into place to complete the seal for 300-meter water resistance. This crown system is a signature of Panerai, making it instantly recognizable to the brand. The lugs are thin and curved down towards the wrist, which makes it wear smaller than the 44mm dimensions would imply. The width is 44mm, the height is 55mm lug to lug, and is 13.5mm thick. It's got a domed sapphire glass that curves smoothly into the brushed unidirectional rotating brushed steel bezel with the polished steel bit inserts. The rear of the watch is also steel with the engravings of the Italian divers on the torpedo as I mentioned earlier. It's a screw-down caseback. The 1595 was released in 2024, replacing the 1226 that was released in 2021. The 1595 uses the in-house P.900 caliber movement. It's got a power reserve of 3 days and features 23 joules. It's a tough movement with anti-shock capabilities. The earlier version, 1226, used the same P900 movement like the one I'm reviewing, but the second hand did not hack. Setting it is easy. Pull the lever out on the crown guard. With it open, you could wind the crown. Pull it out one spot changes the date, and pulling it out to the second spot hacks the second hand on this one, and you can set the time. When the watch is set, push the crown back in and secure the lever. The 1595 arrives with military green rubber vented straps with matching steel pin buckle. The package also includes military green canvas straps. For reference, these straps are 24mm at the lug and taper down to 22mm at the buckle. The strap changing system on Panerai watches is very user-friendly and makes it easy to swap straps. In the box, you'll have this plastic tool that separates into 2 pieces. To change the strap, you poke the pin on the tool into the recessed button under the lug, and while pressed, push the bar out on the side using the other half of the tool. This eliminates the possibility of scratching the lugs, and it makes it so much easier than spring bar tools to change straps. They also include a screwdriver to unscrew the buckle and place it into the new strap. Most aftermarket strap makers add buckle options as well. To put the new strap on, just put it in place between the lugs, place the bar back in, push the button to lock it in place, and that's it. This is part of what makes Panerai so versatile. The amount of strap options, styles, and materials out there are infinite. Artem Straps was nice enough to send me 2 of their PAM-style sailcloth straps. This one is gray with black stitching. On the rear it has a purple color, and they included the Panerai style buckle. The other is blue with white stitching, also including a buckle. The blue has red on the rear of the strap. Both look great with the white dial. Artem also places the steel tubes in the holes at the lugs. These straps come out of the box stiff, but they break in quick and mold nicely to your wrist. The sailcloth is a synthetic embossed material with leather and rubber blend on the rear. These Artem PAM style straps are also waterproof. If you like these straps, visit artemstraps.com for a great selection of sailcloth, nylon, and premium FKM rubber straps. Now here's a comparison with the 44mm 1312 Luminor with the same 1950 style case and 44mm size. Looking at the differences between them, the Submersible looks sportier versus the Luminor, which could be a little bit more dressed up. The bezel on a submersible with the raised steel markers have a more aggressive look. Now here's a wrist shot of the 1595. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. Now you'd think 44mm would wear much larger, but with the shorter lug to lug it wears smaller than its dimensions. I find it very well balanced and it doesn't really move around a lot. Panerai watches are not for everyone. It's a very unique design with the U-shaped patented crown guard, large dial, and larger width sizes. The first time I went to look at Panerai, I found the 42mm size did not wear the same as 42mm sizes of most of my other watches. It ended up surprising me that I found it to be too small. I found the larger 44mm was the ideal size Panerai that would work most comfortable for my 7.5-inch wrist. The 55mm lug-to-lug length doesn't have the lugs hanging past my wrist. At 13.5mm, it also doesn't feel overly thick. It never feels top-heavy. I find it very comfortable. Those who love Panerai watches can find them addictive. Along with the Panerai forum on WatchUseek, there's a whole community dedicated to the love of the Panerai brand, styles, and history called the Paneristi. If you have interest in the brand, I would encourage you to check out Paneristi.com or check out the Paneristi.com Facebook group to see what it's all about. So what are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. I love to read every comment and try to respond to them all. Now, if you like this review, please click the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You can also find me on X, formerly Twitter, at DougFNJ. And also thanks to Artem Straps for sending over their PAM style straps. Visit artemstraps.com for a great selection of sailcloth, nylon, and premium FKM straps for watches of all styles. Last thing, check out my website, DougFNJWatches.com. I'm an authorized dealer of LumeTech watches. Use discount code DougFNJ for 15% off your orders. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Be safe and have a great day.